This morning I wanted to take you guys on the behind the scenes journey of how I pack and ship my Etsy orders. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I am the calligrapher and designer behind Sail It Paper. We sell art prints, greeting cards, and custom calligraphy gifts, mostly on Etsy right now. Recently I launched my Christmas card collection, and so today we're going to be packing my Christmas cards. They're currently being sold as single cards, mix and match 4 sets, and box sets of 10. So we're going to be packing all of those today, and I'm going to be covering my materials, how I brand my packages, how I actually package them, and everything in between. This morning we have a mix of orders to pack, so let's get started. First thing I do is I sit at my computer, I open up my Etsy shop, and I write down all the orders that came in on my little rough notepad over here. At this point, I'm just writing down what was sold so that I can grab the item off the shelf and package them. Later on, when my cards are packed already, I'm gonna come back to the computer and figure out who bought it and where the shipment is going. But for now, I'm just writing what the actual items were. These letters here correspond with the Christmas card design. Yeah, let's get packing. In this little corner of my office, I store all my inventory for my greeting cards. These 2 buckets are my Christmas cards, and I've organized my Christmas card designs by number and letter. And so that corresponds to the part of the SKU as well as my Etsy listing. I recently got a much smaller desk here, so I do have a lot less space to work with, but it's still okay. I'm just gonna be going through each of the orders and placing them in stacks. I've taken all the Christmas cards that I've sold on my order list and organized them by order. I want to show you my little cheat sheet that I make. Every time I design cards, I match them with an envelope color that I think looks best with the design rather than letting the customer choose. These are my Christmas envelopes that I've selected. This basket down here has more envelope colors that I use for my love cards. I currently have 3 colored boxes here. They're all from clear bags. It's a craft paper, olive green, and a red. And I just thought they matched my brand colors so perfectly. They also match our envelopes really well. But basically these boxes come flat like this. And Alex and I made about 100 of these the other night while watching TV. But they're super easy to assemble. Just fold these corners up like so, and then you just fold in all the flaps. And then they come with a clear top. It's one of these. And these ones you just have to pop the corners open. That, and it becomes a lid to this box. Unfortunately, these are plastic lids. Usually the plastic sleeves that I use are compostable, but these guys are not. But I just thought that they elevated the box set so much, and they also make it easier for me to ship because I can just throw these guys into another box. So for each box, I'm just gonna double check the count of the cards. So I have to make sure that there are 10, and I'll grab 5 and flip them the other way so that they pack a bit more flat. And these guys go with the green envelopes. Boxed sets have been boxed. as you can see. But we do have a few orders that are mix and match. So some people have bought 4 different cards, and this goes into a plastic sleeve rather than a box. This is where I keep my plastic sleeves. I have 5x7s, and then I have the A2 size here, and then I have the 8x10s here. Okay, so we're done packaging our order. Everything is in its right box or sleeve. Now we're gonna do the fun part of really bringing the brand alive. This is my favorite part of the process because I get to use my logo and my color palette to make these branded assets. And I think it just really adds that wow factor to every package. One thing I do want to say at this point is please don't feel like you need to get your branding for your packaging perfect right off the bat. That's how I felt when I first started Sailor Paper. I felt like I needed everything to look so perfect and so professional. But honestly, it's been 6 months and my first packages that went out look very different from the packages that are going out now. And that's because I'm slowly iterating the materials that I use, the look and feel of everything. And when I run out of a certain sticker, I'll usually just redesign it to make it look better the next time. That being said, this is my first order of boxed Christmas cards that are going out. So honestly, this is my first iteration of branding these boxes. My second shipment of boxes might look really different than this one, but I think the important part is that you're continually evolving your brand and not getting so stuck on these parts, because this part should be the fun part. It's not the most important part of your product, and so take that stress off. But for now, let me show you what I came up with last night. So in branding these boxes, I really wanted to have a little sticker at the back with my logo on it, and on the front I wanted to have a paper strip running across just to tie the box together and to basically title what the product is. And so last night what I did is I used these Avery address labels, and they're the clear ones. Looks like this. And I made a quick simple design on InDesign. It's basically just a thin box with my logo. It says boxed set of cards made in Canada with my website. The reason I didn't want to specify that these were Christmas cards was because I wanted to reuse these and be able to put them on the back of any box really. I didn't want to have to print off a whole other sheet of labels just for that. I used paper from this sketchbook, and honestly this is a really old sketchbook that was donated to me by my friend Teresa. It's 11 by 14 and it worked out perfectly because I was able to print these guys off. This one says Merry Christmas, boxed set of 10 Christmas cards. This is going to wrap around the box to tell people what the item is. I ended up stacking the pages together and it yielded a lot of these strips. So I really hope this works out. Otherwise, like, why did I cut so many? So here's one of my card boxes. Grab one of these stickers. Stick it on the back so it looks like this. I have these circular tapes. Hope you can see that. Grab one of these bars. I'm gonna center the Merry Christmas greeting. Fold it across to the back. Tape it down. I think this looks great for my Christmas box sets, and I can't imagine changing this season at least. So maybe next Christmas I'll upgrade it, but for now I think this works, and so I'm gonna quickly package all of my boxes. I actually love how these transparent stickers look on the craft boxes, but I'm not a big fan of how they look on the red ones because you can see like the finger smudges. Maybe it's because this is like it's coated. I took out my little toolkit, and this is what I use when I'm packing orders. And I have a bunch of these stickers that I ordered from Moo. They just have my logo in 3 different colors. I like to use these on the front of my products. I think they look nice, especially when people share on social media and stuff like that. You can see my logo right away. I'm gonna go sticker crazy and put this on every single box. These are the physical boxes for shipping the box sets of cards. If I'm shipping smaller cards or art prints, I have these rigid mailers that I use. But for today's purposes, we need boxes. This is what the final box looks like. I get these boxes from Uline. These are just simple cardstock prints that I have, basically like a little business card. And on the back of it, I like writing a hand-lettered note. And each customer also receives a freebie postcard. This just says thank you, and it has a back where they can use to write a note for a friend or keep at their desk or something to look at. So on Etsy, there's an option for you to gift something to a friend. There's a gift message option in my shop. So for those people, they'll get this message tag, and I like to also handwrite the gift message as well. So I'm using my craft roll right here, getting a piece like this. Just very loosely fitting it in the box. I do have some non-boxed packages today. For these guys, I'm putting them into this rigid mailer right here. Again, purchased this off of Uline. I've already added my return label sticker. These guys just get a little reinforcement with the washi tape, and I can just stick them into the rigid mailer. I'm gonna be creating shipping labels for all my packages. I log on to the Canada Post website using my small business account, and I can prepay for all the shipping labels and enter all that information in there. If I'm mailing a rigid mailer, I don't usually do tracking for those guys. And so they just get a stamp if they're under 100 grams. And for those, I print my own address labels using Uline laser labels. And I've created my own little template. So this is my InDesign, and I've created a sheet that looks exactly like the label sheets that I have here. Don't want to show you my customers' personal information, but it looks something like this. When I'm buying shipping labels off of Canada Post, I have to weigh my parcels. I have all my address labels printed. For US, I also have to print the customs form, and then for Canadian, obviously I just use the regular expedited labels. These are my favorite packing stickers, and this is what I use to close up every single envelope and box. Free-handed drawing that adds a little bit of a human touch to each of my packages. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is my packing and shipping process for my Etsy greeting cards. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for bearing with me because this was the first time I was packing my boxed Christmas sets. My process felt really clunky and chaotic to me. Like I said before, this is a really iterative process. I'm constantly trying to make things more efficient for myself. Even from this morning alone, I can think of a few things I should do to make this process easier as I continue to pack your orders. I do love hand packing and handwriting every single one of your orders. I honestly feel so thankful and grateful for all your support and for all the orders that do come in. I just wanted to say thank you, especially to everyone who is deciding to shop small during this holiday season. It's allowing me to do what I really enjoy. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. And if you have any comments, questions, or even tips on how to make this process easier, if you were like cringing while watching me do something, please let me know below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm really excited for this holiday season. I hope I can continue to make content, products, and let you see a glimpse of my small business journey as well. Thank you always, and I'll see you next time. Bye.